With the sharp increase in the usage of AI mode and AI overviews in search, along with Google's push for keywordless targeting, we have to ask the very real question of, is keyword research still needed for Google Ads in 2025? Now, whether you are just getting started out and launching your first Google Ads campaign or you're a seasoned professional, this is a video you do need to watch. Because in this video, we're going to take you through what has changed, the role of keyword research, and more importantly, how you should be completing keyword research in 2025 when we're seeing a sharp increase in keywordless targeting. And this comes off the back of one of the biggest statements that was recently made in Google's Marketing Live, where one of the Google presenters asked this really real question of how do you complete keyword targeting for a conversational based answer and search. Now, as you may be aware, over the last couple of years, Google has been supercharging the rate of how it's changing how Google Ads operate. And this includes the introduction of new campaign types which have no direct keyword targeting, being Performance Max and also Demand Gen. Now, in both of those campaigns, yes, you can add in some keyword prompts, but it's not that traditional keyword targeting. And even with Performance Max, which does have keyword based targeting in it, it very much makes it very clear that it uses those keyword recommendations as a starting point and then will go beyond those selections. And then on top of that, Google has made its recent announcement about AI Max, which is going to be taking over dynamic search ads. And with AI Max, it's more about you selecting the landing pages that you want Google to target. It then does the keyword targeting and writes the ad creatives. Now, a lot of this has come off the back of the changing nature of search. Because the one thing I do want to remind you is that Google isn't just making these changes because they want to make these changes. These changes are required and in response to the increase in, as I said at the start, people changing the way they search. So they're not only just going to Google search, people are already starting to reach out to different platforms or large language models like ChatGPT or Perplexity. Google has also announced that the way that we do a Google search will actually be different. With even right now, as of June 2025, Google has started to roll out what it's calling AI mode inside of Gemini and Google search, which allows users to undertake what previously would be a Google search in a conversational manner. And that's why we're asking this question, is keyword research still required? And let me give you the very clear answer. Yes, in 2025, you still need to complete keyword research for successful Google Ads campaigns. Now, let me clarify, your keyword research does look different to how it did look even 5 years ago. But I do want to make it clear that if you complete this step and don't do any keyword research, you are going to be wasting money and also losing out on valuable conversions for your business. So before we go any further, let's really clarify why keyword research or keyword targeting is still really important in this AI keywordless targeting age. And what I want to do here is I want to clarify two real big data points, which is going beyond what some people would say are the current trends when it comes to search behavior. And the first thing is that 65% of all online purchases start, so the first click or the first discovery came from a Google search or from a YouTube session. And the second one, and this one was released at Google Marketing Live, which surprised even me, but may surprise a lot of listeners here as well, is that Gen Z is actually the largest user of searches. So what you would call a traditional Google search. The age bracket between 18 to 24-year-olds are currently completing more Google searches than any other age group. So that's why it's really important that even this AI age and people using tools like ChatGPT or voice search, keyword research is still a valuable foundation and starting point if you want to see success with your Google Ads campaigns. And it all comes back to just remembering with these newer types of campaigns, so Performance Max and Demand Gen, while you can see success with them, and they are a campaign types that I do recommend, they work best inside of accounts that have strong conversion history and strong conversion actions. And that's why it's really important that you have your keyword targeting set right, because that then becomes the foundation, which is feeding in the correct data so that these campaigns have an idea of what type of people, what type of searches convert best for your products or your services. So for these newer types of campaigns, so Performance Max and Demand Gen, and plus with the future rollout of AI Max, with these keywordless targeting campaigns and features, what you do need to remember is that yes, they can be very successful in your account and they can be great additions to your campaigns. But as I said before, if you don't have that core foundation of really strong keywords converting inside of your search, or if you're an e-commerce brand, your search and shopping shopping campaigns, those campaigns won't be effective, because what we're really seeing with success with these types of campaigns is that they work best when they're running off that core foundation of that keyword targeting, which is giving those campaigns the direct signals or the correct starting point for where to reach out to similar and related keywords. With the key message here, if you don't have well-structured and high-converting search campaigns, those newer types of campaigns like Performance Max and Demand Gen and the new features like AI Max won't be as successful inside as your account. And that's why I recommend that you start with this bottom-up funnel approach where you focus on search and/or search and shopping campaigns for e-commerce brands. You're using that to build strong data and strong conversion data inside of your account. And then from there, you can expand out into these newer types of campaigns. All right, so now that we've established that you definitely do need to continue to do keyword research inside of Google Ads in 2025. But what I want to stress is this does look very, very different. Going back about 5 years ago, the success of your Google Ads campaign really did come down to your ability to do keyword research. And I remember sometimes for larger accounts, it would take more than one day just to complete the keyword research, breaking it out into different campaigns, breaking it out into different ad groups. Because at that time, success with Google Ads was very much built around what we called SKAGs or single keyword ad groups. But that type of setting is now a thing of the past. And the reason for that is because even if you're using exact match keywords, you need to remember that Google targets the meaning of that phrase, not the actual keywords. So what we need to do is, as Google's targeting or keyword targeting has gotten broader, we need to run a bit more of a condensed account structure. So rather than having single keyword ad groups, you now have your ad groups based around single themes or STAGs. And the way that we roll this out is that you have one or two broad match keywords, and ideally they are longer phrase broad match keywords. And as a general rule, I recommend that your broad match keywords should have about 4 or 5 words in it. And then from there, you're building out your exact match keywords. And the benefit of building out those exact match keywords is that then gives you more data that you can look to optimize your account. Because remember that Google is lessening the amount of other search terms which it gives. So even if you have an exact match keyword which only gets a couple of impressions or a very small amount of impressions or searches on any given month, you will still get that data if it's added as an exact match keyword. And then additional to that as well, if you are using dynamic keyword insertion in your ad copy, remember Google uses the keyword that triggered that ad. There's still 2 core advantages of building out that exact match keyword list. As a general rule as well that I want to state here, people kind of ask how many ad groups. There are always extreme cases, but generally for all of my campaigns, very rarely do I have more than 2 ad groups in a current campaign. And it's not uncommon now that we have campaigns with only 1 ad group in it. So with all that said, what I want to do now is I want to take you through the process to completing your keyword research in 2025. And we're going to jump into a screen share so you can follow along with me as I complete that process. But one thing I do want to stress is that just completing really, really good keyword research is not going to guarantee success with Google Ads, because what you need is you also need a very clear strategic optimization strategy. And if you want to know how I optimize my Google Ads campaigns, I want you to follow the link in the description to get access to my Google Ads optimization checklist. And this checklist has been downloaded now well over 100,000 times. And the reason for that is because it gives people a clear strategy on not only all of the tasks they need to complete, but how often they need to complete them. And I've also just recently updated this, so follow the link in the description to get the latest version of that checklist. All right, so with all that said, let's jump into that screen share so I can walk you through the process of completing keyword research in 2025 for your Google Ads campaigns. All right, so when it comes to completing your Google Ads keyword research, you want to have a couple of things in place. So firstly, you want to make sure that you've got access to your Google Ads account. And then from there, I actually want you to have 2 other things. Firstly, you want to have your website up and ready to go. And then you want to have a couple of keywords which you think you would use. The way that I frame this is that if you were to search for your own product or service, what would you search? And that's what I've got here. I've got a Google Doc we've got here with 2 different keyword options. I'm just going to copy these right now. And then you also want to have your website ready to go. So when you're inside of Google Ads, where you want to go to is you just want to go into the tools setting. And then from tools, you want to go into planning. And then you want to go into keyword planner. When you're inside of keyword planner, you want to go to discover new keywords. And then from there, remember how I had said before, where you want to start with the keywords, you select them in there. If you want to, you can change the location. Because I'm based in Australia, it's got Australia, but we're going to do this one for the United States. Then go through and click save. And then from there, you can also add in your URL. So we've now copied that over, and then you can go through and click get results. And what this is going to do is that this is going to give you some data in this table in through here. So let me just show you what you're looking at in through here. So what you've got through here, this gives you the actual keywords that you provided, and it gives you the data, and then it gives you some keyword ideas. And these are just different keywords that is related to the keywords that you've provided or the website. There's a couple of things you really want to look at when you're looking at this table. Now, before we get into the table on the different columns that you can look at, there is also this refine selection over here. If you wanted to, you could add some brands, take out some different brands. Now, depending what you've added in there, you'll have some more different options in there. And then from there, we want to go across through this column. So this one tells you the average monthly searches. It also lets you know the current 3-month change, year-on-year change. With Google Ads, if you ever get stuck, all you need to do is just to put your cursor over the column, and it does give you a quick information. Obviously, the competition is broken out into 3 different levels with low, medium, and high. And then it gives you an idea around the top of page bid and the top of page bid high range. Now, what we're looking in through here is this is generally your 1 or 2 positions, and this is your 3 and 4 positions, and that's why there is a difference in the CPC. What I like to start with is, as I said, I like to start with 1 or 2, sometimes even 3 keywords that have at least 3 words in them. And what you're also looking for a lesser degree, you're also trying to find something that has a high level of average monthly searches, but the competition isn't too high. Now, previously, when you did keyword research, you would really dive into really find, because there'd be a lot more variance in this price range. But what you're seeing, a lot of these figures now are pretty much the same between the top of page low range and the top of page high range. Now, there obviously is a big difference between, the low range and the high range, but you can see here between individual keywords ideas, a lot of the times there's not that much different in the core stats. And the reason for that is obviously, as we said earlier, Google is targeting the meaning of these keywords. So if you were to even have as an exact match keywords, best mouthpiece to stop snoring, it would pick up best snore mouth guard. It would pick up best anti-snoring mouth guard. So that's just something to keep in mind. So generally what I would do from here is I do go through and review the rest of the keywords, and I'll see if there's anything extra which is really relevant. But what we can kind of see through here, these 2 ideas that I've given are pretty much going to be the best 2 options. If we make the decision that these are going to be our first exact match keywords, what we can then also do is 2 options. We can add in some other keywords which we want to straight away target as exact match. Or what we can do from here as well is we can just start with these 2 broad match keywords and then really see what's going to be happening from the data. One thing I really do want to point out, give a bit of a warning for broad match keywords, that if you are in a really specific niche or a highly regulated niche, or even if you're targeting a subset of that niche, so you might be a premium product, I would generally more lean towards exact match keywords. Broad match keywords we're finding very productive in a lot of business to customer, a lot of service-based industries. But for some of those other industries that I mentioned before, you would probably be wiser to stick to exact match keywords. So once you've gone through and selected those, we're just going to select a couple in from here. You want to add keywords to create your plan. And then I just like to go through here, view saved keywords. And then from there, what you can do is you can go and download them, and we're just going to download them into a keyword sheet. And now that has finished, we can go through and click open sheet. And then from there, what you can do is you can basically go through and just do a little bit of a cleanup of how you're going to set up this account. And I'm just going to do this right now. And what you can see from here, I've gone through and just cleaned up this keyword research. You can see I've got my campaign, my ad group. I've got my 2 broad match keywords that I want to use because I just feel that these are the best ones for us. And then we've already got some starting exact match keywords, which we can then add to our list. And that is how you go through and complete your keyword research for your Google Ads account. Now remember, if you also want to know how you can best optimize your Google Ads campaigns in 2025, and this is for all of your different types of campaigns, so search, shopping, performance max, display, demand gen, and video, follow that link in the description below. And if you're now ready to set up a search campaign inside of Google Ads, I want you to go through and watch this video right here. Or if you'd like to know more about AI Max and its features that are going to be rolling out very soon, go through and watch this video right here. See you next time.